to Deck Obsessed. This is Rhonda, and in this video I'm reviewing the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck by Adriana Ayales, a Costa Rican herbalist and initiated medicine woman who believes that by preserving ancient forms of indigenous botany, we keep alive a very sacred aspect of our source. The artwork is by Josephine Clerks, a folk herbalist and painter who lives in the Swedish woods and whose mixed ancestry of Finnish, Dutch, and Indonesian influences her to reclaim and honor the wisdom deep within the land and cosmos. For those of you who, like me, prefer to clearly see the cards in the deck before you decide to buy it to make sure you resonate with the art and messages, I'll be showing you every card in the deck. I'll also give a basic overview of the guidebook and read a sample in-depth card description so you can get a feel for the deeper meanings and the author's perspectives. Let's get started. The deck and guidebook come in this nice sturdy box with the message, "You are the medicine," and these cool illustrations inside the box top. The cards in the guidebook are both 3.5 by 5 inches. There are 55 cards in the deck. The cards are thick and matte, and inside the guidebook is black and white with no pictures, and there are photos of both the author and the artist on the back of the book. The deck's color palette, as you can see, is soft and earthy with lots of browns, mustards, different shades of green, as well as burnt sienna, lavender, and more. Each card has a planetary symbol at the top, and sometimes these symbols can look a little bit hidden. They can be very hard to see. They're so subtle, and they don't interrupt the art because of how subtle they are. And it appears to be hand drawn. And then at the bottom of the card, there is a number and the name of the herb, and beneath that there's a symbol or a phrase to summarize the overall meaning and energy of the herb being presented on the card. So let's have a look at the cards. So this first one, Calendula, Purity. And there's a little bit of a glare, so I'm going to try to angle them so you can see them, and there's a lot of details, so I will be taking time to hold these cards up a little close so you can see the details. St. John's wort, Radiance. Rosemary, Ancient Memory. Rue, Protection. Blue Lotus, Intuition. Sage, Blessing. Paul d'Arco, Metamorphosis. Babensana, Trust. I might pronounce some of these wrong. Forgive me for that, please. Trust. Chamomile, Inner Peace. Mugwort, Psychic Healing. Damiana, the Beloved. Rose, Love. Motherwort, Strength. Hibiscus, Joy. Yarrow, Harmony. Makuna, Journey. Go to Cola, higher consciousness. Lion's Mane, leadership. Tulsi, wealth. Lavender, weaver. You see there's a spider web in the background. Speak to the weaving. Lots of beautiful detail on these cards. Nettle, action. Jargon, Sasha, transfiguration. Milk Thistle, peaceful warrior. Tobacco, offering. Cat's claw, purification. Cordyceps, revival. Reishi, retreat. Elder, wisdom. By the way, if you're enjoying these cards so far, there's a link in the description box where you can make it yours. Elder wisdom. Shisandra, grace. Echinacea, destiny. Cannabis, detachment. Comfrey, completion. Arnica, teacher. Mitragnia, shape-shifting. Horsetail, patience. Coca, foresight. Royola, wisdom. Cacao, initiation. Ginkgo, breakthrough. Ginseng, magician. Poppy, dream. Amanita, conduit. Passion flower, surrender. Valerian, acceptance. Mandrake, sensuality. Angel's trumpet, death. Skullcap, stillness. Kava Kava, community. Psilocybin, commune. Or commune, rather. Maybe it's both, commune and commune. Ayahuasca, rebirth. Lots of detail in there. Ayahuasca is one of those herbs that can take you somewhere. Dragon's blood, anima mundi. Lemon balm, nurture. Dandelion, wounded healer. Ashwagandha, purpose. And lastly, Palo Santo, guardian. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the guidebook, which is extraordinary. There's so much wisdom and information in here included about each one of the plants, and as well as guidance. So you don't have to look at the guidance and figure out what it's trying to tell you. They have some very deep and insightful guidance as well. So the herbs in the book are organized by the planet or astrological body that they're associated with. And the table of contents lists the cards in order underneath the planetary bodies. So it's pretty easy to find them in the guidebook. And after the table of contents, there's an introduction that goes into the history of herbal medicine and its connection to astrology. There's also some very important warnings in the book about the fact that some of the plants in the deck are toxic, poisonous, or psychedelic, and the author cautions readers not to ingest these herbs unless they're prepared by an experienced practitioner. They also want to remind us that these plants can be used in other ways beyond ingesting them, such as creating ritual tools and essences and other means. So there's also a section on working with the oracle, setting your intentions, choosing cards, preparing sacred space, and how to read reversals, which are cards that fall upside down in your reading or your layout. There's information about astrological configurations and different card spreads you can use, followed by the in-depth meanings for each card. For each card description, the guidebook shows the card name and number, a brief description, along with the plant's Latin name, and both the card's upright and reverse meanings, as well as the plant's astrological ruler. Then there's a historical description of the herb, followed by a section with guidance on what this card might mean as an oracle. So this is both an educational tool, but it's also great as an oracle. So I'm going to read a sample, and I'm going to go with the cacao card, which is card number 38. The card is about initiation. Let me go to page 110. Okay. Cacao initiation. Theobroma cacao. The upright meaning is initiation, spiritual test, revelation, access to the cosmic heart, divine love, light beings, channeling languages of light. And the reversed is broken wings, self-distrust, lack of self-love rather, step out of your own way. The astrological ruler are both Uranus and Venus. As empires rose and fell through time, All Mesoamerican civilizations, starting with the Mayo Chinchipe 5,500 years ago, coveted cacao for its nutritional power and supernatural properties. Cacao was also a pillar of their economies and an integral part of religious rites, appearing as the key element in many spiritual ceremonies, death rites, and sacrifices. In the Mayan creation story, Popol Vuh, gods created humans out of foods including cacao. In another Mayan myth, their god Kulkulkan, or the feathered serpent, brought cacao to the people. The Aztecs have a similar story wherein their god, Quetzalcoatl, came from the sky to give them cacao. In a 1552 Aztec book of herbal medicine called the Badianas Codex, cacao flowers are noted to treat fatigue. In the Florentine Codex from 1590, prescriptions of cacao beans, maize, and the herb Tlacosolchitl, Calandria animala, that's their Latin name, are used to alleviate fever, shortness of breath, and faintness of heart. There have been over 100 uses found in historical texts, all of which correspond with Uranus's healing energetics. The plant helps the nervous system of exhausted patients, improves weakness and mental fatigue, stimulates the kidneys, and helps with digestion and elimination. In addition to cacao beans, preparations of cacao bark, cacao butter or oil leaves, leaves and flowers have been used to treat burns, bowel dysfunction, cuts, and skin irritants. So that's the history and the usage over history of the herb. Now for the guidance if you pull this in a reading. Quetzal has flown into your cards today, symbolizing initiation. The sky gods are speaking and bathing your soul in liquid light as you traverse a series of spiritual tests. The Quetzal is considered one of the highest divine apparitions, as it is associated to the snake god Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Like cacao, both are considered precious heavenly gifts from the sky gods. These divine apparitions today are asking you to deeply tune in to the cosmic heart. Let it move you. Open yourself to receive the holy gifts provided and listen carefully to the light. The light language. You never know when these readings are going to go to the next page. Listen carefully to the light language pouring through them. You are elevating your frequency of limitless supply rooted in unconditional love. Step out of your own way and surrender to divine love. So again, sorry for the butcherings of the names, but here's another closer look at the cacao card. And that is my review of the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. And remember, if you want to add this deck to your collection, click the link in my description box where you can purchase it. I also will be periodically adding links to other reviews related to tarot and oracle decks, like some of the botanical decks that I'm collecting. So check those out. And if you like this review, leave a comment, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons, and check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching Deck Obsessed. This is Rhonda wishing you a wonderful day. See you next time.